savior of mankind. Arabia is a land of unparalleled charm and beauty, with its regular deserts of sand dunes in the dazzling rays of the tropical sun. Its starry sky has excited the imagination of poets and travelers. It was in this land that the Rasul was born in the city of Mecca, which is about 50 miles from the Red Sea. The Arab possessed a remarkable memory and were an eloquent people. Their eloquence and memory found expression in their poetry. Every year a fair was held for poetical competition at Ukaz. It is narrated that Hammad said to Caliph Walid bin Yazid, I can recite to you, for each letter of the alphabet, 100 long poems, without taking into account short pieces. And all of that was composed exclusively by poets before the promulgation of Islam. It is no small wonder that Allah Almighty chose the Arabic language for His final dispensation and preservation of His word. In the 5th and 6th centuries, mankind stood on the verge of chaos. It seemed that the civilization which has taken 4,000 years to grow had started crumbling. At this point in time, Allah Almighty raised a Rasul among themselves to lift the humanity for ignorance into the light of faith. When Hazrat Muhammad was 38 years of age, he spent most of his time in solitude and meditation in the cave of Hira. He used to retire with food and water and spend days and weeks in remembrance of Allah Almighty. And the period of waiting has come to a close. His heart was overflowing with profound compassion for humanity. He said he had a pressing urge to eradicate wrong beliefs, social evils, cruelty, and injustice. The moment has arrived when he was to best word with Nabuwat. One day when he was in the cave of Hira, Hazrat Jibrail came and conveyed to him following message of Allah Almighty. Ikra bismi rabbikal lazi khalaqa khalaqal insana min alaq Ikra wa rabbukal akramul lazi allama bil kalam allamal insana ma lam ya'lam. Read in the name of the Lord who created man from a clot of congealed blood. Read, and thy Lord is most bountiful, who taught the use of the pen, taught man that which he knew not. The revelation of the divine message, which continued for the message 23 years, had begun, and the Rasul had arisen to proclaim the oneness of Allah, Tawheed, and the unity of mankind. His mission was to destroy the nexus of superstition, ignorance, and disbelief, and set up a noble conception of life and lead mankind to the light of faith and divine bliss. Since this belief was threatening their dominance in the society, the pagan Arabs started to mount pressure on the Rasul and his followers. They wanted them to renounce their cause and take to idol worshipping on one ocean. They sent a delegation to the Rasul kind and caring uncle Abu Talib. They told him to restrain the Rasul from preaching Allah Almighty message or face their enmity. Finding himself in a dilemma, he sent for his nephew and explained to him the situation. The Rasul responded with these memorable words, My dear uncle, if they put the sun in my hand and the moon is my left, I shall set up the true faith upon the earth or perish in the attempt. The Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam uncle was so impressed with his nephew's firm determination that he replied, "Son of my brother, go the way none will dare touch thee. I shall never forsake thee."